Good morning, students. Today we are starting a new chapter, The Last Leaf, written by O. Henry. You know, what does it mean, the last leaf, here in this chapter? Okay, so I will be telling you. There are two characters in this chapter, Sue and John C. Okay, and they are a very good friend. And John C. She uh, she loses hope. As you know, she was suffering from pneumonia, and now she was losing what she was losing her hope. So as you know, when you are lose hope, no medicine on the earth can save. Okay, so we must have willpower. If we having a strong willpower that I want to leave, that definitely we will going to believe. Okay, but John C, in that case, she was very hopeless. Now she was thinking that last leaf, there is a Abby. Okay, so she was thinking of a Abby creeper there, and she was looking continuously. She used to gazing, that was out of the window, and she was thinking, when this last leaf fall down from that creeper, that will be that breathe her last in this way. So what here, what willpower, she is losing her willpower. So we never lose our willpower. So we will starting with this lesson. Sue and John C, they are two friends and they are a painter. Okay, now let us start this chapter. Okay, so it is the autumn, the wind is blowing hard and it is raining heavily. All the leaves on an ivy creeper have fallen except one. Why doesn't the last leaf fall? So here, as I have explained you, that John C, she was suffering from pneumonia, and she was looking at window. There is a heavy creeper and there is a one leaf, and that leaf was not fall. What's the reason behind that, we will going to read in this chapter. Okay, as I have explained, means she was thinking that if the last leaf fall, she will going to be breathe her last. Okay, so this is the story. So how she changed means, where if you're having the hope, you can you can save your life. Okay, so hope should be there. Okay, start the lesson. Sue and John C., two young artists, shared a small flat. The flat was on the third story of an old house. Now, where they are living, they are two artists. Okay, artist means they are used to paint, having interested in painting, and they are living in a small flat. And that was on the third story, means third floor pe hai, and it was an old house. Okay, John C fell very seriously in November. She had pneumonia. She would lie in her bed without moving, just gazing. Gazing means what? To look at outside. जो है एक टक लगा के जो है बाहर देखना out of the window. So her friend became very worried. She sent for the doctor. Although he came every day, there was no change in Johnson's condition. As you know, she was suffering from pneumonia now, and she was continuously gazing out of the window. And doctor used to become daily to check for the checkup, but still there was a no improvement in the condition. The reason is what? That she was lose hope. That's why she was not recovering. Yeah, one day the doctor took Sue aside and asked her, is anything worrying John C? Means why she is worrying, means किस चीज़ की चिंता है कि something is there, that's why she was not going to be recover. और जो है दवाइयाँ भी कोई काम नहीं कर रही. No medicine is working on her because she is losing. Something is there she was worrying about. That's why she was not recovering. No, replied Sue. But why do you ask? She was asked, there is nothing worrying. But why you have asking me such a question? The doctor said, Chauncey, it seems has made up her mind that she is not going to get well. If she does not want to leave, medicine will not help her. Doctor is asking about that she was not recovering, and the reason is behind that if she will lose the hope, no medicine will be going to work. That's why I'm asking, is there something worrying about? Is there any problem? So she is telling, no, there is no problem such. So tried her best to make Johnson's take an interest in the things around her. She talked about clothes and fashions, but Johnson did not respond. Johnson continued to lie still on her bed. Sue brought her drawing board into Johnson's room and started painting. To take Johnson's mind off her illness, she whistled while working. Because she is a very best friend to her, she came to her room and there she is doing painting. And what happened? She was when she was painting, she also whistling, so that she was focus on her. सारा ध्यान उसके ऊपर जाए और जो जॉन्सी के माइंड में जो भी चल रहा है ना, वॉट एवर शी वॉज थिंकिंग इन हर माइंड, कि वो ना सोचे, because she was not recovering. Suddenly, she heard Johnson's whisper something. Because she was in her room, whisper जो है कुछ फुसफुसा रही थी, कुछ बोल रही थी. What she was telling, she quickly rushed to the bed and heard Johnsy counting backwards. She was very what happened to her while she was counting? When she come to her, she was counting backward like that. She was looking out of the window and saying 12. After some time she whispered 11, then 10, then 9, 8, 7. In this way she was counting the backward counting. Sue anxiously looked out of the window. She saw an old ivy creeper climbing halfway up the brick wall opposite their window in the strong and outside. The creeper was shading its leaf. What happened? So it is a autumn. As you know, in the autumn, leaves they shade. पतझड़ का मौसम होता है और उसमें क्या होता है कि जो पेड़ों से ना पत्ते गिरते हैं, तो सेम वे वहाँ पर भी ऐसे ही जो है पत्ते गिर रहे हैं फ्रॉम दैट क्रीपर. एंड शी वॉज काउंटिंग बैकवर्ड. एंड व्हाट हैपन देन? व्हाट इज इट डियर? सो आस्क्ड. व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? 6, whispered Johnsy. Again she said 6. They are falling faster now. Now she is telling कि जो पत्ते हैं ना बहुत जल्दी से जल्दी गिर रहे हैं. 3 days ago there were almost 100 leaves. There are only 5 left now. Now what she is telling कि 3 दिन पहले तो ना इसमें बहुत सारे पत्ते थे, 100 के near. Now only there how much? 5. It's autumn, said Joe. Because in the autumn पेड़ों से तो जो क्या है पत्ते झड़ते ही हैं. And the leaves will fall. When the last leaf falls, I will die. What she was thinking that if that last leaf fall, then I will be die. Johnsy said with a finality. That was a final decision. Final means जो है उसका जो अंतिम जो है स्थिति थी जो. I have known this for the last 3 days. She was continuous counting 1, 2, 3 and this were backward counting she was doing. Oh, that's nonsense. ये क्या stupid से बात कर रहे हो? ऐसा हो सकता है? Replied Sue. What have old ivy leaves to do with your getting well? There is no connection between your ivy leaves and your pneumonia. The doctor is confident that you will be get better. Doctor जो है that he was very confident and he was giving regular medicine and there was a regular treatment and doctor was very sure that you will be going to be recover very soon. Johnsy did not say anything. Sue went and brought her bowl of soup because she was suffering from pneumonia and now she was giving a bowl of soup to her. I don't want any soup, said Johnsy. I'm not hungry. मुझे कोई भूख नहीं है. मुझे सूप नहीं चाहिए. Now there are only 4 leaves left. अब 4 पत्ते रह गए. I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I will sleep forever. And she was losing her होप एंड शी वॉज टेलिंग कि मुझे ना वो लास्ट पत्ता हुआ झड़ते हुए देखना है और उसके बाद में हमेशा के लिए जो है सो जाऊंगी. इट मीन्स कि मैं जो है मेरी क्या हो जाएगी, डेथ हो जाएगी. सो सैट ऑन जॉन्सीज बेड, किस्ड हर एंड सेड, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू डाई. आई कांट ड्रॉ द कर्टन फॉर आई नीड द लाइट. आई वॉन्ट टू फिनिश द पेंटिंग एंड गेट सम मनी फॉर अस. नाउ शी वॉज वेरी लवेबल फ्रेंड. शी किस्ड हर, उसको किस करती है और शी वॉज टेलिंग नो यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू डाई. सो और जो है कर्टन को भी वो जो है आई कांट ड्रो द कर्टन फॉर आई नीड द लाइट. ओके, तो मुझे लाइट चाहिए. आई वॉन्ट टू फिनिश द पेंटिंग, पेंटिंग ख़त्म करनी है ताकि मुझे कुछ पैसे मिले. प्लीज़ हम दोनों के लिए, प्लीज़ माई डियर फ्रेंड, शी begged Chauncey, promise not to look out of the window while I paint. And she was telling that when I'm doing painting, तो you are not going to look outside, बाहर नहीं देखना, you will be going to look to me only the painting. All right, said Johnsy, finish your painting soon for I want to see the last leaf. जल्दी से अपनी फिनिश करो बिकॉज आई वॉन्ट टू सी दैट लास्ट लीव दैट विल बी गोइंग टू बी फॉल वेरी सून. आई एम टायर्ड ऑफ वेटिंग, मैं इंतज़ार नहीं कर सकती. आई हैव टू डाई, मुझे मरना है. सो लेट मी गो अवे पीसफुली लाइक वन ऑफ दोज पुअर टायर्ड लीव्स. जिस तरह से वो चुपचाप पत्ते झड़ के नीचे गिर रहे हैं ना, ऐसे ही मुझे मर जाने दो. ट्राई टू स्लीप सैड जू, सो जाओ, कोशिश करो सोने की. आई हैव टू पेंट एन ओल्डर माइनर. आई विल कॉल बहराम टू बी my model. And this Behram, he is also a painter, and so he both are also painter and Behram also a painter. So she was doing a painting an old miner. So she was telling that I will going to call Behram, मैं उसे बुलाना चाहती हूँ. She rushed down. Behram lived on the ground floor. They are living on the third floor and he was living on the ground floor. He was 60 years old. He was about 60 years. Painter. His lifelong dream was to make a masterpiece because he was a painter and he wants to paint a picture that was be called a masterpiece, but that had remained a dream. पर वो उसका एक सपना था कि वो एक मास्टरपीस बनाए, पर वो ऐसा नहीं बना पाया. She poured out her worries to Behram. Poured means उसने जो है उसको बहराम को बताया कि जो उसकी क्या चिंताएं हैं ना, तो सारी चिंताएं उसने बहरमान को बताई कि क्या ऐसे से वो बीमार है और जो है वो लास्ट लीव के बारे में बात कर रही है कि किस तरह से वो लास्ट लीव गिरेगा एंड शी विल बी नो मोर देन ऑल्सो. जैसे पत्ता गिरेगा ऐसे ही उसकी डेथ हो जाएगी. ऐसे उसने बहराम को सारी बातें बताई. She told him how Johnsy was convinced that she would die when the last leaf fell. और उसने किस तरह से बताया कि जो है पत्ता जैसे लास्ट लीफ गिरेगा और she would die and she will be going to be die. She will be no more. Is she stupid? क्या वो पागल है? asked the बहराम. How can she be so foolish? कैसे पागल हो सकती है? ऐसे मूर्खता वाला काम कैसे कर सकती है? She is running a high temperature. Complained Joe. She refuses to eat or drink and that worries me a lot. Now उसे बहुत तेज़ बुखार है, ना वो खा रही है ना पी रही है और मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा उसके बारे में क्या हो रही है, आई एम वरीड, बहुत चिंतित हूँ मैं. आई विल कम विद यू एंड सी जॉन्सी, बहरम सैड. बहरम ने कहा कि मैं अभी जॉन्सी को देखने के लिए आऊँगा. दे टिप टॉप इन टू द रूम. टिप टॉप मीन्स वॉट? एंटर्ड. Tip-top means tip-topped into the room, entered the room. Johnsy was sleeping. She was sleeping. She drew the curtains together and they went to the next room. और वहाँ से उसने जो है curtains जो है ड्रू करे और उसके बाद वो नेक्स्ट रूम में चले गए. She peeped out through the window. Peeped means झांकना. And there was only one leaf on the creeper. She was very worried because she has told if the last leaf fall, she will be no more. She will breathe the last. That's why she was very worrying about that also. She peeped. Okay, it was raining heavily, and ice cold wind was blowing, and it was very ice means बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड है, बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश हो रही है. It seemed as though the leaf would fall any minute now. और जो ये पत्ता है किसी भी क्षण जो है गिर सकता है. Barham did not say a word. He went back to his room because she had told all the things to about her thinking. तो उसने बिना किसी सोच विचार के उसने कोई भी शब्द नहीं कहा. उसके बाद वो अपने रूम में जाता है. जोन्सी वॉक अप नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग. इन द फीबल वॉइस शी आस्क्ड स्यू टू ड्रॉ द कर्टन. और उसने बहुत ही बेचारी सी आवाज़ में उसने आवाज़ जो है कही और कहा कि ये ना कर्टन को हटा दो. शू सॉ वॉज नर्वस, बहुत ज़्यादा नर्वस थी. शी ड्रू बैक द कर्टन्स वेरी रेक्टेंटली. और उसने जो है रेटेंटली मीन्स होता है अनिच्छा से जो है उस पर्दे को हटा दिया. एंड व्हाट हैपन, ओ शू एक्सक्लेम्ड एज शी लुक एट द वाइन क्लिपर. और उसने जो है बोला लुक देयर इज अ स्टिल वन लीव. अब उसने कहा कि अभी भी वहाँ पर एक क्या है, पत्ता है. ऑन द क्रीपर इट लुक्स क्वाइट ग्रीन एंड हेल्दी. वो काफ़ी हरा है और हेल्दी दिखा रहा है. इन स्पाइट ऑफ द स्टॉर्म एंड द फायरस वाइंड्स इट्स डिड नॉट फॉल. और इतनी तेज़ हवा के बावजूद भी और जो है इतनी तेज़ हवा आ रही थी वो नहीं गिरा. आई हर्ड द विंड लास्ट नाइट सेड द जॉन्सी. जॉन्सी ने कहा मैंने जो है ना जो रात को ना आवाज़ सुनी थी हवा की. आई थॉट इट वुड हैव फॉलन. और मैंने सोचा वो गिर गया होगा. इट विल श्योरली फॉल डाउन टुडे. और वो आज गिर जाएगा. देन आई विल बी डाई. और मेरी जो है मैं मर जाऊँगी. जैसे वो पत्ता गिरेगा और मैं भी मर जाऊँगी. यू वॉन्ट डाई सेड यू एनर्जेटिकली. और उसने पूरी जो है जोश के साथ बोला नहीं तुम नहीं मर सकती. यू हैव टू लिव फॉर योर फ्रेंड्स. तुम्हें अपने दोस्तों के लिए ज़िंदा रहना. व्हाट वुड हैपन टू मी इफ़ यू डाई. तुमने सोच कि अगर तुम मर गई तो मेरा क्या होगा. जॉन्सी स्माइल वीकली एंड क्लोज्ड हर आइज़. और वो हल्की से उसने स्माइल की और उसने आंखें बंद कर ली. आफ्टर एन आवर और शी वुड लुक आउट ऑफ द विंडो एंड फाइंड द लीव स्टिल देयर. और फिर शी वॉज गेज्ड आउट ऑफ द विंडो. फिर से वो एक टक लगा के उसे देख रही है और उसने देखा कि वहाँ पर पत्ता अभी भी है. इट सीम टू बी क्लिंजिंग टू द क्रीपर. और क्लिंजिंग मीन्स होता है पकड़ कर जो है अभी भी उसने वहाँ पकड़ कर उसे रखा हुआ है. इन द इवनिंग देयर वॉज अनदर स्टॉर्म. फिर से शाम को फिर से एक जो है आंधी आई. बट द लीव डिड नॉट फॉल. फिर से नहीं गिरा. जॉन्सी लिव फॉर ए लॉन्ग टाइम लुकिंग एट द लीव. और वो लगातार उस पत्ते को देखती रही. देन शी कॉल्ड आउट टू सू. और उसने फिर से सू को बुलाया. ओके, दिस इज़ फॉर टुडे. थैंक यू.